At this time, I'd like to introduce Mr. Ed Rugemont. Ed is the Risk Management Director for our statewide association. He will acknowledge Continental Divide's 2023 Safety Poster Coloring Contest, the winners, and the Government in Action Youth Tour ambassadors. Ed? While he's on the way up here, I did make a couple spots out there. Our sheriff, Larry Diaz, is with us here today in the front row. Thank you so much. Senator Clemente Sanchez, thank you very much for being here and your continued support of Continental Divide and the co-op.
So before we get started with this, I wanted to make a couple comments on what the President, Keith Gottlieb, was talking about earlier. So our association, we represent 15 distribution cooperatives around the state of New Mexico and 2 generation and transmission companies, one which is Tri-State. And so we lobby on the co-op's behalf, which is ultimately on your behalf, to protect your interests when it comes to energy policy, energy legislation. And so myself and Vince Martinez, sitting right over here. Vince, raise up your hand. Vince Martinez is the Tri-State lobbyist, so him and I team up, and we lived at the state capitol for about 60 days this last legislative session, and we did well. We held back any bad energy legislation that would affect ratepayers. We also just got back from Washington, D.C., myself and about 15 others from around the state, including some of your folks, and we go meet with our federal delegation, which is, Senator Heinrich's office, Senator Lujan's, Representative Stansberry, Representative Gabe Vasquez, and Representative Teresa Ledger Fernandez. So we go at the federal level and let them know as well what our issues are. And it's to protect, ultimately, to protect your interests. And so, while these trips may be fun, they're also full of business as well. So just wanted to make that point. So we're going to get started with the coloring contest winners. One of the youth-related activities your co-op participates in every year is a safety poster coloring contest. Each spring, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade students from across Continental Divide service territory schools compete in this contest. Your co-op asks an artist from the area to judge the posters. This year's judge was Denise Kyer of Grants. The winning poster is sent to our organization in Santa Fe, the New Mexico Rural Electric Cooperative Association, to compete at the statewide level, along with the first place winners from other member co-ops around the state. I am happy to report that Continental Divide's 3rd place winner is Jeremiah Zavala, a 2nd grader at Rehoboth Christian School. Jeremiah received $25 from the co-op. He and his parents were unable to attend today's meeting, and the co-op will arrange him to receive his prize. This year's 2nd place winner is DeHaven Martin, a 4th grader at St. Joseph's Mission School. DeHaven earned $50. DeHaven, if you are here, please come to the stage to receive your $50 gift card for your efforts. Is DeHaven here? All right, here he is. At this time, I'd like to call up to the stage Serenity Rivera, a 3rd grader at Mesa View Elementary School. That's where I went to school when I lived here a long time ago. Serenity's effort earned her $75 from Continental Divide. Congratulations. Okay, so every year your co-op invites high school juniors to compete for a chance to represent Continental Divide at the annual Government in Action Youth Tour in Washington, D.C. Youth Tour is a collaborative effort between electric cooperatives across the country, statewide organizations, including the New Mexico Rural Electric Cooperative Association and the National Rural Electric Cooperative Association. Delegates who are chosen for this week's long experience gain a personal understanding of American history and democracy, interact with their elected officials, and learn about the important role cooperatives play in their communities. I'm happy to report that about 40 high school students from across New Mexico will take part in this year's youth tour. Finally, because obviously because of COVID, we hadn't been able to do that, so it's great to have that back. It begins on June 12th in Santa Fe, where the delegates will tour the Capitol and meet several of our state lawmakers. This year's delegates for Continental Divide were selected based on the strength of contest essays they wrote in the fall of 2022. At this time, I'd like to recognize Grants High School junior Brandy Bassett, and Thoreau High School junior Alaya Lashaiti as your cooperatives. As your cooperatives, Government in Action Youth Tour ambassadors, Brandy and Alaya, would you please come to the stage to receive your certificates of achievement? How about another round of applause for your Co-ops 2023 delegates? Thank you for your past and future support for this worthwhile oriented leadership program. Thank you very much. Congratulations to both of you. I'm not sure who's taking pictures. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thanks, Ed. Congratulations to our young winners. We got lights on now, and I can see Mr. Vince Martinez there. I apologize, Vince. I did not see you. Vince has been instrumental, as Ed said, in working for the co-ops throughout the state. They spent many, many days in Santa Fe, and it wasn't fun sometimes. Thank you.